Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, May 11. Cabinet has approved the establishment of an independent fiscal council to monitor the continuation of economic reform gains after Jamaica concludes its International Monetary Fund (IMF) agreement. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke made the announcement on Thursday during a special presentation on enhancing fiscal responsibility next steps.
Fiscal councils foster greater transparency around fiscal policy by having legislated access to economic data, having sufficient analytical capacity, and by providing unbiased advice, information to the public. Fiscal councils deepen democratic accountability as policymakers have to maintain credible policies or explain what might appear to be deviations.
Dr. Clarke says government has procured the services of experienced international experts who can help to develop the council's design. Industry Minister Audley Shaw says government will continue to strengthen Jamaica's investment regulatory framework to entice more global investors to the island.
This is our responsibility, and we pledge to continue doing this. We'll continue to develop efficient and transparent regulations and embark on competitiveness strategies that include industry-specific and firm-level innovation efforts.
Minister Shaw was speaking at last night's media launch of the 2018 Jamaica Investment Forum, where sponsors handed over financial support for the event. The Jamaica Trade and Investment Promotions Agency, JAMPRO, is hosting the forum at the Montego Bay Convention Center from June 12 to 14. The last forum, staged in 2015, has yielded more than $300 million in investment and created over 6,000 jobs. 2018 staging will focus on 6 industries: tourism, logistics and special economic zones, outsourcing, manufacturing, agriculture and energy. Hundreds of foreign investors are expected to be in attendance to take up capital-ready projects in these key areas. $1.2 billion will be spent by government this fiscal year to provide more skills training and employment opportunities for youth under the National Service Corps program. State Minister for Education, Youth and Information, Floyd Green, made the disclosure in his sectoral debate on Tuesday.
Last year, Mr. Speaker, we put $200 million into the National Service Corps program. Because we are seeing the results, Mr. Speaker, this year, it is budgeted that we will put from the Heart Trust NTA $800 million in the National Service Corps program, and from the World Bank a further $390 million.
This allocation will cover training, refreshment, venue rentals, and stipend for participants. The National Service Corps aims to create an avenue for young people aged 18 to 24 years old to be fully empowered through education, training, and certification. Over 1,200 young people have participated in the program thus far. A Global Resilience and Crisis Management Center will be established at the University of the West Indies, Mona. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says the center will be tasked with carrying out a number of climate change-related matters designed to help vulnerable states recover quickly from natural disasters. He made the announcement during Tuesday's sectoral debate. Minister Bartlett says the center has received support from the World Bank, Inter-American Development Bank, Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association, and the Caribbean Tourism Organization, along with several overseas universities. The ultimate goal of the Global Resilience Center will be to assist destination preparedness, management and recovery from disruptions and/or crises that threaten economies and livelihoods. It will also provide real-time data and effective communication.
A repository of information and knowledge, technical information about all these global disruptions.
The establishment of the Global Resilience Center was one of the outcomes of the World Tourism Conference held in Jamaica last November. And finally, the Ministry of Health will be observing Caribbean Mosquito Awareness Week starting next Monday. The week runs from May 14 to 20, focusing on the theme Small Bite, Big Threat, Fight the Bite, Destroy Mosquito Breeding Sites. Director of Environmental Health at the Ministry, Everton Baker, says the week's goal is to raise awareness within the school community about mosquito control. The Education Ministry is supporting the initiative, which includes a National Mosquito Awareness Forum. 4 schools, parents, and relevant agencies have been invited to participate in the forum, which will be held at the Port Morant Primary School in St. Thomas on Wednesday. Mr. Baker says the forum will incorporate innovative and interactive activities to raise awareness about mosquito breeding elimination and reduction, as well as self-protection.
The high point of that day is we're going to have an actual search and destroy among the students. So we'll be actually searching the compound, and it will be like a treasure hunt. You know, there are students who want to make it exciting. Search and destroy. And that's a kind of microcosm of what we do generally.
The week of activities will also include the launch of the Health Ministry's Vector Control Summer Workers Program. 1,000 workers will be employed on a short-term basis to assist in the eradication of mosquito breeding sites. In the meantime, Mr. Baker says as a result of ongoing efforts, there has been a decrease in the prevalence of dengue, Zika virus, and other mosquito-borne diseases. But he warns that these gains should not be taken lightly, urging vigilance in the face of recent heavy rains. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.